Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're pretty much going to be just going over and reading the community transmission of Battle of Geonosis. So pretty much it's just going to be talking about the Obi-Wan to 212 Geonosis and some improvements, some changes just before the update goes live on Wednesday. Stay tuned for that because I will be dropping some no HUD, so I'll remove everything on the screen and play Geonosis. So it's going to be in 4K ultra settings. I'm going to try to do a high bit rate. I'm going to try to do something like 90 to 100 or so megabits per second. So the quality is obviously going to be a lot better. Um, I'm going to do lots of gameplays. I'm going to try to get as much as Obi-Wan as I can. And I'm just going to try to be pumping out a lot of Geonosis. So it's only Galactic Assault, but that's good for me. That's not all I play. That's the only thing that I find games of. So pretty much what we have here is the official trailer. It's currently it's currently sitting at about 2.5 million or so. It's about there. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's really good. It's amazing. It's short, but nonetheless, it's truly the best trailer that they put out. And Geonosis is probably going to be, well, not probably, indefinitely going to be the best map in Battlefront 2 for quite a while, unless they do like Utapau or like Felucia or something. It's doing so good. It's pretty much showing that the demand for Clone Wars is like up there. It's top notch. People want Clone Wars. Give us Clone Wars. Battlefront 2015 was all original trilogy. The new trilogy sucks ass. Changed my mind. It's garbage. I don't like it. Hopefully Abrams can fix it. Whatever Rian Johnson did ruined everything. So we'll go from there. Pretty much Obi-Wan is there. It says Obi-Wan Kenobi and the 212th Attack Battalion. With General Grievous arriving last month, it's only fitting that the Jedi with whom he regularly clashed joins the battlefront. Say hello there as Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi joins the roster of heroes in Star Wars Battlefront 2, ready to face off against General Grievous and others. We're incredibly excited to be bringing one of the most requested characters to date into Star Wars Battlefront 2, and we can't wait to see him in action. Obi-Wan will cost 35,000 credits and will not be available via crystals. He will also come with the additional appearance, the robed appearance, which will be classified as epic and cost 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals. The 212th Attack Battalion will be priced at 20,000 credits or 500 crystals each, and available for Assault, Heavy, and Specialist classes for the Galactic Republic. If you're looking to pick up all three appearances, you'll be able to take advantage of the bundle that costs 40,000 credits. This special bundle will be available from within the crate menu. So the crate menu is basically where you get your free 500 credits a day. And usually, I'm going to let you know right now that DICE does not release the new skins until about half hour, 30 minutes or so after the update. Just so it gives time everybody to download the update and then be able to purchase it. You can read more about Obi-Wan Kenobi with his, including his abilities, emotes, victory poses, voice lines, and the 212th Attack Battalion by heading to this dedicated community transmission. This will be linked in the description. So we got a new planet, Geonosis. Galactic Assault gets a new battlefront in the form of the planet Geonosis. Step onto one of the largest planets we've created for Star Wars Battlefront 2 and become part of the history of one of the Clone Wars' most iconic and important locations. At the heart of the Geonosis experience is the ATTE. This six-legged armored walker is fully controllable and plays a vital role on the battlefront. Clone troopers will want to protect their ATTEs at all costs, while the droids will need to do everything they can to stop their advance. We went into detail on Geonosis in its own community transmission, which you will find link here. So this will be linked in the description as well. New vehicles. Alongside the ATTE, two other vehicles will be arriving on Geonosis. Both the Bark Speeder and the Stap Speeders are fast and agile, allowing for accelerated movement around the battlefront What they lack in durability, they make up for in speed. The perfect set of vehicles for traversing the Geonosis landscape as quick as possible. Want to know about these? Blah blah blah. I will link this as well in the description. And now we got one of the surprises for Grievous. I personally thought it was going to be the robed Grievous. They're going to slap on Phasma's robe onto Grievous and give us pretty much that one. I was wrong. Just gonna mute my notifications real quick. Sorry about that. But this one, it looks baller as fudge, bro. It's really good. Not to be outshined by Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Grievous will also be receiving a brand new appearance in this update. Enduring punishment unimaginable to any organic being, General Grievous pursued the obliteration his enemies whatever the cost. Frequently broken beyond repair, Grievous cybernetics were easily replaced, but his conquest would stand the test of time. This is a brand new look for General Grievous, never before seen in Star Wars, and we're incredibly excited to seeing it in action on the Battlefront. The shattered armor appearance for General Grievous will be classified as a legendary, cost 80,000 credits or 2,000 crystals. So it's about $20 Canadian, give or take. And pretty much this one is like his face is cracked, he's missing some parts, his chest piece is gone, his robes are gone, and it's got like a new visual effect where kind of if you're playing on, let's say, Death Star, and you're the rebels and pretty much the Tantive cruiser, the frigate cruiser, kind of crashed into the Death Star, and you can walk out and you just look at it, all the little sparks, all the little flames that are flying all over the place. That's what's coming from his body. It's gonna look super sick. If I know some modders might do it. Adding that effect to Vader is gonna be dope. A new kind of like a dark Mandalorian kind of bounty hunter for Boba Fett with that would be sick, as well as Darth Maul. I think Darth Maul with having that coming from his body, like it's gonna look cool. Maybe they'll do it with Chewbacca and have Chewbacca be on fire. Release notes. New content. So the new content, the features is a new galactic assault mission taking place on the planet of Geonosis. New playable land vehicles are also available on Geonosis, Stat, Bark, Speeder, ATTE. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan comes with 3 abilities: All-Out Push, Defensive Rush, and Restricted Mind Trick. 1 alternative appearance is available to unlock. More Clone Trooper appearances now available to 12th Attack Battalion. A new Shattered appearance for General Grievous will also be available. If you haven't seen the icons for Obi-Wan Kenobi, to be honest, in my opinion, they are pretty trash. It's like it was rushed and didn't put any effort in it. It's kind of dumb. It's just like, I would say, which game was it that has kind of those? It's like Halo. Pretty much, it's on the same level as Halo. Kind of player cards, like kind of little emoji things. It's kind of like that. It's not like super detailed or actually like effort into it. When it comes out, you'll see it. It's, in my opinion anyway, it sucks. Quality of life. The stamina indicator for heroes is now easier to read, as it is being depleted instead of being filled up. So what this means is that you have a lightsaber hero. So every time, currently right now in the game, every time you swing, you get a little circle around the middle of the reticule, the little dot. You have a circle around it, and that starts to fill up white, and as it gets all the way filled up, it turns red. And that pretty much, it pretty much just, it's kind of good in my opinion, because you know how many attacks you have left, and this one is kind of going to confuse you for a little bit until you get used to it. And what this is it's just reverse. So the stamina bar is full white, and every time you attack, it loses a little bit and a little bit and a little bit until it's completely empty. So it might be a little bit confusing, but you'll just get used to it pretty much. Officer changes. So officer is being nerfed hardcore, I guess. I already see this on the forums, people complaining. The flash grenade removed movement impairing effects that would occur when flashed by the flashbang. That one is like you can't dodge, you can't roll, stuff like that. I think you can't use your jetpacks as well. You can still jump, I think. Inspiring presence, lowered score gained, 15 to 10 points per tick. That's all right. Blurg 1120, reduced start damage from 30 through to 25 and end damage from 14 to 12. So basically it's going to be turning into a EE3 from Boba Fett or the EE3 from Battlefront 2015 my EE3 kind of trash. Didn't kill, took too many shots. So this is no different. So everybody's just going to be switching off to the SE44C. SE44C reduced start damage 33 to 2 and damage 17 to 15. So it's still pretty good. It's going to do it's going to be like one extra shot or something. Unless you just hit headshots, then you're solid. It's like 3 shots, you're good. S5 reduced distance before damage fall off starts 20 to 15. I guess that's in meters or so. I'm not really sure how they calculate that range. Specialist fixed an issue where the crosshair for the specialist weapon would change, whether the player is equipping the weapon with a magnification attachment. So basically, this one, it's like you have the normal crosshair, the little plus, and then sometimes it's like the circle or the vanguard where the lines are just on the side, like brackets. This is also an issue on the heavy. I know, like the DC-15 LE explosive damage. Sometimes it's a plus, and the other times it's just brackets. I don't know why, but that's also an issue. Hero changes. Oh, there's a lot here. There's a bunch of stuff here. Let's see. Hero changes. General Grievous improved the reliability of unrelenting advance, blocking incoming blaster shots from the front side. Unrelenting advance will not be blocking explosive shots or special hero abilities. So it looks like it's basically not going to be any change. The Wookiees are just going to cut through this anyway, so I don't even know why they're bothering with it. Improved Grievous rotation speed when using Unrelenting Assault. That's good. Increased Unrelenting Advance damage from 75 to 110. That's good because then you can actually like kill enemies. Reduced how often Grievous Unrelenting Advance deals damage from 1.5 seconds to 0.75 seconds. So pretty much it's really like it's the same. There's no point in increasing the damage if you're just going to decrease the damage output timer. Like it's basically the same thing. I don't know why you would decrease it by half but increase the damage like 35 points. It doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Fixed issues that would occasionally allow Grievous to re-trigger the Unrelenting Advanced ability. Pretty much this is the same as Han Solo. You see it sometimes in my gameplay, sometimes with Chewbacca where I'm running, and I finish the charge, the shoulder charge or the Wookiee slam, and you just press it again and you keep going. So pretty much that's just what it is. It just keeps the animation going. Fix an issue where Grievous hands during Unrelenting Assault will not be visibly spinning for other players. So I guess when he's coming at you, it's just his lightsabers are just there. They're not spinning. They're just in one place. Improve the chance of thrust surge connecting with the enemy. Enemies who manage to get out of the way in a timely manner can still avoid Grievous thrust surge. I still think this is not gonna work. It's gonna be the same. You're gonna lunge at them and then they're not dodging. You're still gonna miss. I don't know how they're gonna fix this, but hopefully it's good. Fix an issue where Grievous would lock into a spinning and running animation after performing thrust surge on a dead body or dead enemy. So that's the Naruto effect, where the ninjas are running, and Grievous has that. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube with it, and it's actually pretty funny. Improve the UI. User interface for Grievous thrust surge indicator. The user interface indicator comes up faster and more reliably than the ability is ready to be performed to an enemy. I'm guessing that's the blue and the green lines that show up underneath the reticule. I think that's what it is. Fixed an issue where Grievous lightsabers would change halfway through the thrust surge animation. I'm not sure if they switch colors or something. I don't know about that one. Fixed a visual issue where Grievous' hand would be partially visible when observed from a distance. Fixed an issue where Grievous' stun animation would last longer compared to other stun heroes. Fixed an issue where Grievous' victory pose would overlap with other heroes on the end of round screen. Fixed an issue where equipping the lineup weakling star card would cause Claw Rush to not deal damage to more than one enemy when playing on arcade. Further iterated on SFX, VFX, and animations in regards to Grievous movements, attacks, and abilities. It's a bunch of Grievous quote fixes unquote. Hopefully, it's not another Palpatine thing where they said they fix them, but they break them, and then they have to do another like a month of Palpatine being removed. Hopefully, Grievous is fixed. Luke Skywalker fixed an issue where Luke Skywalker's first damage would not always register against an enemy. They should also fix the abilities when you use the ability on an enemy or so, and it doesn't register. I have that happen to me with Palpatine all the time. Use his stun, his electrocute stun, and they just walk right through it. Like, they need to fix those animations and those timers completely. Like, I don't know about the damage thing. I've never had it personally, but made adjustments to Chewbacca's stun grenade as well as the fire rate and the bullet heat per shot of the Furious Bowcaster to prevent possible insta-kills when Chewbacca has full health. Reduced fire rate of the Furious Bowcaster from 110 to 90. Reduced stun time of stun grenades from 1 second to 0.75 seconds. Increased overheat per bullet from 0.057 to 0.075. Reduced number of shots possible with Furious Bowcaster from 14 to 10. Reduced the cooldown for the Furious Bowcaster ability from 25 to 20 to improve Chewbacca's reliability in Galactic Assault. First, I don't know if it's possible for DICE to do this, but if they can do game mode specific nerfs and buffs, that would be good. Like the improved cooldown for Chewbacca and Galactic Assault, and have it 25 seconds in HVV and stuff like that. I don't know if they can do it or not, but I think it might be better to do one of those instead of just what Bungie does and just ruin every weapon that they try to nerf in both game modes, PvE and PvP. Reduce Chewbacca's explosive damage and increase the blaster damage to balance Chewbacca's attacks against lightsaber wielding enemies. So this one means that when the Furious Bowcaster is up and I guess he shoots it, I guess it's less damage, or when he's charging it and then he shoots it, it's less damage. But when he's not charging it and it's just the 3 shots, it's more damage. Reduce explosive damage of main bullet from 40 to 25. Increased blaster damage from main bullet from 30 to 40. Increased end damage of main bullet from 30 to 35. Reduced explosive damage of scatter bullet from Furious Bowcaster from 15 to 10. Increased blaster damage of scatter bullet from Furious Bowcaster from 20 to 25. Arcade changes improved gameplay flow on arcade by removing spawn timer on arcade. That's good. That shouldn't have been there in the first place. Hopefully they can add more maps as well. I think they might add Geonosis maybe in December. That would be nice. Starfighter Custom Arcade fixed an issue where players playing as Separatist starfighters would spawn inside of out-of-bounds areas of the map on Ryloth and Camino. Squad spawn changes delay the timer for squad information until the game mode starts to prevent issues with group squads not forming when the end of round matchmaking is on. Enable the ability to squad spawn on Clone Jump Trooper. Remove the in-combat effect for when players would shoot their gun without a target. They should also remove the in-combat thing for the specialist when the specialist is using their binoculars. I don't know why, but you can't spawn. Matchmaking changes. Various stability fixes for end of round matchmaking in regards to players playing with friends in parties. Remove EOR, please. EOR matchmaking, it's trash. It kicks you out to different lobbies. It kicks you into empty lobbies, different game modes. I'm just waiting. Was thinking of doing a video where I do the end of round, where I hit matchmake, and then I just load up Camino from Battlefront 2005 as a little bit of a joke. But I just wish they would remove it and just go back to the, I believe it was the August update before they started when they fixed the ping issues. Map changes. Fix an issue where the game on PC would occasionally freeze for a couple of seconds after advancing to the last phase. This means when you take the hangar and the barracks, I guess. I think it's those two. When you take those and the game freezes because it's too much information to process, I guess, and then it lets you go to the next one. I always get this on Xbox, so hopefully they might fix it on Xbox as well. Kessel. Collision fixes to prevent clipping through specific rock assets. So I guess you can go into rocks. Jabba's Palace, or Jabba's Palace, whatever. I always say it different. You guys give me shit for it. So Jabba. I'm gonna say Yabe. I'm gonna say Yabe Palace just to get it going. Collision fixes to prevent clipping through the wall and outside the playable area. I don't know any of these. You might search them on YouTube to find out, but I don't know any of those. Reduce speeder collision damage to prevent road kills at low speeds. I just don't understand why the speeder bike is like more powerful in terms of durability than the ATRT. 74Z speeder bike. Apply the gamepad aiming improvements to the 74Z speeder bike. Now this is where I read this one a little bit. This one gets a little bit weird. I don't know why. I don't know what they're doing with this. Increase the high explosive shell blast damage from 100 to 150 for the AAT. Added a reticule for the high explosive shells ability. Fixed an issue that prevented the siege mode ability on the AAT from increasing damage correctly. So the AAT gets buffed. The LAAT doesn't get anything. It still gets like 3 to 4 shotted by the AAT. I also noticed that when you're on Kashyyyk and you're using the LAAT and the enemy is pretty much at the juggernauts or they're continuing on to board the main cruiser, when you're really far away from the action, it feels like, in my opinion, it feels like, from my experience, I guess, it feels like the lasers don't register. It's like they have a drop off where they just stop dealing damage. I'm not sure if that's like part of the game, if it's a bug or something, but I notice, or try it guys, I don't know if it's just me, but if it's at the juggernauts, you call in the LAAT, and when the LAAT is at the beach by the water where you start the game, try to shoot any enemies. For me, I don't get any damage. I don't know if that's what's happening with it, if that's broken or something, but that's what happens to me. Also, I would personally, in my opinion, I would add splash damage and blaster damage increase to the AT-AT as well as the MTT, because I feel like their basic shots don't do anything. When you shoot somebody standing in front of you, it's just like nope, nope, doesn't do anything. The heavy blasters, they're okay, maybe a slight damage improvement, as well as maybe a cooldown increase. That's just my opinion. I don't know. The AT-AT's like reticule is still broken. It's like who's ever piloting that or using the guns as cross-eyed, and the shots always go through each other like an X. Never really like dealing damage or going where they're going. They never like go to the reticule, which is disappointing, and I don't know why DICE is not trying to fix it. But general changes slash miscellaneous. Let's see what we got here. Fix an issue where the progression towards time challenges would not show up during the end of round screen. Fix an issue where a box counting down to the new time challenge would not show up on the home screen. Fix an issue that would cause a notification for the completed time challenge to appear every time the title is booted. Fix an issue where the pop-up for completing the inactive time challenge would show up with an empty description. That's true, I get that all the time. Fix an issue where the player would be occasionally prompted with 9 time challenges instead of 3. Hell, that would be awesome. Fix an issue where players would occasionally receive the wrong prompt when completing the blast them to pieces time challenge. Fix an issue where selected heroes were not always highlighted on the deploy screen when playing heroes versus villains or hero showdown. Personally, for the heroes in Galactic Assault or whatever, I personally would add a kind of a lock screen or a spawning icon. And by this I mean whenever I die and I try to pick one of the heroes, I'm above them, tapping A, but nothing, and it's like somebody else is spawning already. So I'll be at 8 seconds or 5 seconds till I can spawn, and Vader's available, right? They don't show you that it's locked unless somebody's actually playing as them. So what I mean is when you're able to pick a hero and you're spawning, if you press A on the hero, it would say that it's locked in, right? Like it would say that uh, somebody's already like hovering over, let's say Vader for example, and they're tapping A or whatever to spawn, AX or left click or whatever on the mouse to spawn right away. And you don't know that, so you're wasting your time pretty much just waiting to see if it's available. So hopefully like they could do something where it would show you like a number, so you can get 2 heroes from phases 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or whatever it is, and on the last phase you can get 4. So maybe they can do like a number on the heroes, like 1 would be on Darth Maul, 2 on Vader, 3 on Palpatine, to let you know that those are selected and are actually in the game playing, instead of just saying that they're available or they're crossed out and you're waiting for a hero or something, and when you try to press the hero you can't do anything because somebody already beat you to it. So hopefully they do something like that. Fixed various visual issues in regards to lighting and reflections in the spawn and end of round screens. I don't know what that one is. I used the no hologram, so I don't know. Known issues. An issue has occurred where some of the explosion... Oh, excuse me, guys. Some of the explosion VFX will occasionally not be visible when they should. The issue currently affects Han Solo's detonate charge and parts of the ATTE body. The issue is being investigated and expected to be fixed in a later update. December what? Let me check here. I'm going to tell you guys straight up when it's going to be fixed, because this is DICE's schedule. It's going to be fixed December, I would say 18 or 19, because DICE doesn't do anything on Christmas Day or Boxing Day, and they're gone for 3 months until they come back. So I'm assuming it's going to be 18th or 19th. I don't believe it's going to be the 25th or 26th. I don't think anybody will be there to launch the updates. The visual effect of the Han Solo's detonate charge, it means that they throw it, they detonate it, it explodes, you die, and then the explosion occurs. So it's like you're playing on high ping. This is also an issue with the thermal imploder, where they throw it, you die, and then the explosion goes off. I don't know why they don't do something like that. Or it's like they throw it, it explodes, the whole animation goes off, nothing happens to you, and then 2 seconds later you just go flying and you're dead. So hopefully they can look into those. And that's about it. That's pretty much the Battle of GEONOSIS community transmission. Let me know let me know what you guys think. I was gonna say let me know how it goes. Let me know what you guys think about the changes. Officer gets nerfed hardcore. I would also nerf the officer's infantry turret. It seems to target vehicles for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that, but nothing I can do. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are ready and excited for Wednesday. I'm pumped, man. Like, it's gonna be so good. Play all day. But this is all the info I got for you. I will link all this in the description, so check it out there. And hopefully you guys are enjoying. And yeah, if you like what I provide for you guys, hitting that like button, subscribing, hitting the bell helps me a lot. I find that it seems just like, in my opinion, lately that YouTube is not sending notifications to my subscribers about the videos I upload. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I upload like more than 3, so it doesn't send anything out. But I try to upload as much as I can because some days I don't get a chance to do anything. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this transmission. Hopefully you think it's cool. I can't wait for it. There's a bunch of gameplay on YouTube already from the EA Game Changers. They invited a bunch of YouTubers out. They got GEONOSIS gameplay. I'm super jealous. I wanted to play some GEONOSIS, but I guess I'm going to be like you guys and we're going to wait till Wednesday. As soon as it's released, as soon as the stuff is released on PC, I think it's like 1 a.m. my time, Mountain Time or so, 2 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to be uploading arcade gameplay of Grievous new skin, Obi-Wan. I'm going to try to get as much GEONOSIS as I can. Like I said, no HUD. I'm going to be using mods as well. I'm going to try to get the no hologram mods up, ortho hexes, clone legions, slide pairs, cinematic firefights, and his cinematic lighting is going to be dope as fudge. So he's already working on it. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be super sick. And I just can't wait. The sandstorm with the cinematic firefights with the blasters, it's going to be epic as fudge, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully enjoy. I'll catch you guys and girls in the next video. Peace out.